The Mandalorian is going to introduce us to the character Greef Karga, played by Carl Weathers. He'll be affiliated with the Bounty Hunters Guild, an organization that regulated bounty hunting as an occupation. Today I'll be talking about everything we currently know about the guild. It's only appeared or been mentioned a handful of times in canon material, but we do know they were given authority to operate by the Empire, as seen in The Empire Strikes Back, although some Imperials considered bounty hunters to be scum. When a bounty hunter claimed a job as their own, no other bounty hunter was allowed to collect it. The Boba Fett Age of Rebellion comic showed us that the consequences of poaching a bounty were severe. Zingo, a former member of the guild, had a bounty placed on his head priced at 100,000 credits after he poached a target. Boba Fett was the hunter to take Zingo down. The guild has a lot more depth than Legends, of course, with so much extra content surrounding them. It was created thousands of years prior to the events of the Clone Wars in order to more legitimize the bounty hunting profession within the Republic, sometimes even encouraging hunters to collaborate with the Jedi Order. For example, 200 years before the Battle of Yavin, some Jedi teamed up with the guild to fight Mandalorians who were exterminating the Ythulan species. But well-known bounty hunters, such as Boba Fett, didn't always approve of the guild. Around the same time as the Battle of Yavin, he split the guild apart into the True Guild and the Guild Reform Committee, sparking the Bounty Hunter Wars. This was largely a manipulation to remove weak bounty hunters, making less competition for the highest-paying jobs. Bounty hunters would follow whichever governing body in the galaxy was able to make the highest bid, so they followed the Empire until they began fracturing, at which point the guild began siding with the rebels. They would endure for over 100 years after the destruction of the second Death Star. In Legends, the guild had many smaller groups operating inside of it. Crimson Nova specialized in Jedi. The Slaver Syndicate often turned their bounties over to slavers. House Benelex worked on kidnapping cases, and so on. Their creed read, "No bounty is worth dying for. People don't have bounties, only acquisitions have bounties. Capture by design, kill by necessity. No hunter shall slay another hunter. No hunter shall interfere with another's hunt. In the hunt, one captures or kills, never both. No hunter shall refuse to aid another hunter." So, jumping ahead to the future, I think we can expect to see some similar aspects of the Bounty Hunters Guild in The Mandalorian. We already know the rules about interfering with bounties are still in effect, but we also know that in the time of The Mandalorian, jobs are hard to come by, so some hunters may be a little desperate and more willing to break any rules set in place. I think it would be cool to see a number of hunters making an appearance trying to rob the main character of his prize. But those are just the basics of the Bounty Hunters Guild, what we know in canon and how it operated in Legends. I expect the show will give us a more simplified version of the guild that may be fleshed out more in books and comics, but hopefully now you're prepped for the storylines of The Mandalorian. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out our Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.